What's happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL Vision. Today, we have an unboxing to do for you guys. Now, this was sent to me by Javon's, also known as Jevons, also known as John Evans. He has a channel here on YouTube. If you have not heard of him, I suggest heading over there and giving him a look-see and giving him a subscribe. I will link his channel down below in the description. Now, this was something that I won off of one of his giveaways. Uh, he did a live stream giveaway not too long ago, and I actually won, which is a fairly rare occasion. I don't win a whole lot of giveaways, even after being in the community for years and years at this point, which is cool. But it is fun to win something every now and again, no matter what it is. So, what we have here is a Cube. I'm not even sure what I won. So, and then, oh, sweet. Look at all that. Dude, that's awesome, man. He's got some of the best stickers. He made these stickers himself. Definitely very creative, and I will definitely be throwing one of each of these on my sticker board that I have going for content creators and whatnot. I have a nice little board started, and maybe I'll throw one of these in the giveaway for the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. But I'm going to be kind of selfish with these because I don't have any Javon stickers. There's his channel name, Javon's Knife Flicks. Exactly how it is spelled. And it should pop right up when you search it if you don't want to use the link in the description. I might throw one of these. I'll probably throw one in the giveaway. Maybe one of each. We'll see. And then he's got a nice little business card there. That's awesome, dude. Javon ain't messing around. He ain't messing around. So we'll keep those right there. So, I'm no stranger to Kubies. There you can see G-Ball. Probably so he could remember. So let's get into this thing. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, I do. This is a design from our good buddy, Colin Mason Pierre. CM Designs. This is called the Duroc, I believe. As far as the Kubi number, that I'm not sure of. Does it say? The 331. KU 331. But it's also called the Duroc. Kubi does this thing where they number their knives, but they also give some of them names. This is a phenomenal budget knife. Nice and centered. Black G10. Satin liners. Machine satin blade. D2 steel. I love what Kubi does, guys. They do a phenomenal they do a phenomenal job on their budget line. They have like a $40 to $70 range. They have like a $70 to $120 range, and then they have like a $200 to $250 or so. Maybe not quite as high as $250, but they do get up there in the low 200s, and they do a great job on all fronts. They nail a $40 knife like nobody's business. I think these are 40, 50 bucks. And they just nail everything that they're supposed to nail. You have a nice little chamfer here. You have jimping on your liner. Good pass through to that liner. Nice centered blade. Everything is well rounded, well finished. You have a damn near an ultra deep carry clip. The screws are recessed, but the clip is not, which is fine. Typically, that's plenty of room in there to get that in any pocket for the most part. I mean, you'd have to have some thick ass pockets to not be able to get this in there. And the reason that companies do that is typically you'll see that they make it so lefties can carry it. And the reason they don't recess the clip is because of a reason like this, where you have this massive cutout for the clip. And I'm glad that companies are starting to cater to lefties, you know, and make it so a lefty can carry the knife. And I'm happy that Civivi did that. But they either should have went with a construction like this where it was on top of the aluminum and just countersunk the screws. Now, I really appreciate when everything is sank like this. But Civivi really missed not having a filler tab on this show side. It really, as good as this knife looks, especially open, it's a beautiful knife when it's open. It just really looks unfinished. You know, it looks like they got 95% of the way done and then they were like, okay, it's ready. You know, we don't need to finish it. That's what it looks like, in my opinion. Some people don't care. But, you know, as a quote-unquote reviewer, knife enthusiast, collector, all those sort of things, I look at the smallest little details. And that right there, you know, there's no branding on the blade. Phenomenal job. They have their logo on the pivot. No big deal in my book. That's fine. They nailed everything. And this happens so often with companies where they nail 97% of everything on the knife. And then they screw up one of the most simplistic things. I mean, it would have cost an extra $1 to machine a piece of aluminum, you know, for that. But they just, it's kind of disappointing having such a good button lock, so thin, so slicey, so well finished, and then you have that. It just bothers me to no end because this is really well done. The plunge lock is done very well. The action, the blade, the material choices, everything. But they really whiffed on that, I think. But we're not talking about that bullshit. We're talking about this. I just wanted to give an example as to if you see that and you see that it's reversible, that is why. It gives it a lot cleaner of aesthetic. If there was a chunk of G10 missing here, you know, it just would look poorly like that Civivi does. But this is a very good looking budget knife. Great size as well. It's not a big knife, but it's not a small knife either. I don't know what. So you're getting like 2 3/4 of blade cutting edge, and theoretically to this tip here, you're going to be getting 2 3/4 as well, and then that comes down around 7 inches. This is a great little user. Kubi is the perfect company if you want a cheaper knife that you're really going to use, you're going to beat on it, but you want it to have good materials and a good build. Kubi is one of the first companies I would recommend, especially something with like their 14C. Now D2, you know, if heat treated right, if finished properly, is going to be just fine for mostly everyone. Especially if it's coated, then you are really talking, because you got a tough steel, pretty good edge retention, and then if it's coated, your corrosion resistance will be very good. The action on this one is nice. It's not that loosey-goosey, cheap feeling action. It's nice and hydraulic, smooth, clean. Thumb flick it, reverse flick it, push button it, light switch it. Colin, which is Kevin Devo Knives, Lefty and Colin, Kevin and Colin. This is his own company, Colin's own company. And then he's also in Devo Knives with Kevin. Colin knows what the hell he is doing. He designs a very good knife, ergonomically, aesthetically, and he designs good user knives as well. I'm a huge fan of what Colin does, and Lefty as well. But Colin does a wonderful job with his designs, and I have several of them. I think I have this knife, maybe, or I did. But that'll do it for this one, guys. That's the Kubi Durock. I'll go ahead and do an overview of this because I don't think I have one up on the channel. So I will do an overview of this guy coming up at some point when I get caught up on everything else. Javon, thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. He's an awesome dude. He's got a great channel over there, and he is a phenomenal human being. I highly recommend going and checking him out. He is an awesome buddy of mine, and truly appreciate it, man, for this and for everything else that you do for me and the community. That'll do it, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell Javon that he's awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. And I will catch you on the next one.